Hello, silly gooses. How is everybody today? It is Thursday. Um, it's not the usual night that we hang out, and we party, and we do things here in Standard Land, but tonight is not, and it's gonna work. We're gonna be doing something we haven't done with me or with Kelly yet that I know of on stream, and that's drafting. We're gonna draft Forgotten Realms. So I'm super excited about that. Kelly's probably going to be mad because I'm going to use all of his coins, but we need to play the new set. We need to play it now. Things I'm hoping to accomplish: go undefeated in the draft. That would be dope. That way we can at least get something back. I do believe it's going to be either the traditional draft or we can do like sealed Forgotten Realms, but I'd rather draft. So yeah, that is going to cost us 10,000 coins or 1,500 gems. If we get 0 wins, we get a single pack. If we get 1 win, we get 1 pack. If we get 4 wins, if we get 2 wins, you get 4 packs and 1,000 gems. If you get 3 wins, you get 3,000 gems and 6 packs. So we can make our money back in terms of gems rather than coins, because coins are more accessible through your daily challenges and things like that, little knickknacks. But yeah, without further ado, let's go. It says average queue time is less than a minute. So now we just have to find ourselves a draft table. Let me get you to the gameplay screen. Now we just have to find ourselves a table. So we've got 3 others in here. We have 4 more seats open. I'd really like to draft blue-black. Like if we see Xanathar, just because like there's a possibility that we see the blue land, which is really good. Xanathar would be super disgusting in a sealed format. We can make the Exalted Angel deck or whatever with the enchantment. Try and hope to stall it out and win that way. If we really wanted to get cheeky, I just really don't know the power level of the different colors in terms of draft in this set particularly. It just seemed like everything was a powerhouse at the top end, and it just didn't seem like there was a clear defined way to go when drafting, but I'm sure we'll find out. Green will probably be stupid if you can like hit a Tarask. Like if Tarask comes down, I'm pretty sure we're just gonna auto scoop. Blue-black will probably suck to play against. Mono-red's always kind of just a real low-to-the-ground aggro deck. If we can get a couple of the Menace guy and like be able to pump him up maybe a couple of times and cheat something into play, that will probably put us on the clock to win in the game. So I'm super excited, and it looks like we're ready, so let's go. So we got Moncala, Cold One, a couple other people. Let's see, in this first pack, Barbarian class. Not seeing anything that's jumping out to me right here. There's some solid removal in here. Westgate Regent would be a really good top end if we did want to play blue-black. But it does look like the blue and black are really low in this set. They're not really doing anything. But I do feel like we're going to be taking that rare there. Yeah, we're going to take the Westgate Regent. Okay. Nothing really in this pack in our colors. But we have not decided what we're really going to go with yet. But you hear something at watch. Eye of Vecna. It's just a way to filter through your deck just a little bit more. I do think it puts you on a clock. Dragon's Disciple seems pretty good. Celestial Unicorn seems okay. Planar Ally seems alright. I do think we need to keep our options open, so I'll take this Dragon's Disciple. Just because if we see a dragon in, like, the white color, like, we're golden. We've got a Bruner Battlehammer. So we could be playing equipment. There's a Paladin shield going around. A couple other things. Boots of Speed's also going around. It's in the same color scheme. Armory Veteran. So it does look like there is some synergy for playing red white artifacts or like red white equipment. I do think like I'll take the Bruner here, just to help buff our white count and get us started into red if we needed to pivot. And hope to wheel some of these other equipment and find some other equipment. This is not the Krusty Krab. This is Patrick. It's the Chum Bucket. It is not the Chum Bucket, unfortunately. There's Dragon's Descent. That allows us to venture into the dungeon, but I don't see anything that's really getting us there. There's an equipment, leather armor, a cheap one. Brazen Dwarf. Let's see. I have the Beholder. It's just solid removal. We've already drafted one black card, so I think I'm going to take this removal spell here. There's just not a lot going on there. Like, we could take the Earth Cult Elemental. I do think I'm going to take the removal spell. I don't want that floating around. So we did find a mace. The mace has come around, so that's actually really okay. I do think that's the best card in this pack for us. There's Divine Smite. You're ambushed at the road. I do think we're gonna have to take the mace. It's just the strongest one, and it's in our colors. I do think I'll take the mace. Veteran Dungeoneer. Enters the battlefield, venture into the dungeon. Spare Dagger. There's the Earth Cult Elemental. There's Improvised Weaponry. There's a good removal spell in red, so we'll take it. Delver's Torch. Crypt creature gets +1/+1 whenever it attacks, venture into the dungeon. That's actually super solid. Then there's the Great Axe. I do think I'm going to take that torch first. Just that way it gets us a... Whoa, Froggy and Soggy, let's go. Thank you so much for the bits. That's awesome. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Holy moly. Now, do we take, like, Boots of Speed to give something haste? Like, we can just, like, if we play it, it just gives everything, like, haste for 1 mana. That seems actually kind of okay. Yeah, definitely. Thank you for the bits, Froggy and Soggy. I really appreciate that. Then Leather Armor gives it, like, +0 and +1. It has Ward. I think I'm going to take the Leather Armor just because Ward's really good. We found a second Mace. We'll take the Mace. So we are wheeling all the good, like, artifacts and equipment. Now we just need to find some creatures to go with them. Okay, you hear something on watch that's a good removal spell in our colors. I do think I'll take the removal spell. Now we just need to make sure that we can find some... Are we going to try and be Hasty Macy to the face? You better believe it. You better believe it. I've actually wanted to play, like, red-white artifacts in Standard for some time. And I told chat that I was going to build a deck at some point, but we just get caught up in all these different control decks that we build. So I'm actually glad that it's actually came to fruition that I'm able to play these cards. I'm going to move these black cards to our sideboard for right now. We may need to pivot again, maybe in packs 2 and 3. But our packs 1, oh, we got the boots. We got the Boots of Speed. We're getting Hasty and Macy. So we do have that. We have that option, Frosty. I do think that's what we're going to be doing. It just keeps getting better. Now we just need some really good creatures. Brazen Dwarf is a cheap one. I'm sure we'll see more Earth Cults. And I definitely want to put someone on playing Earth Cult. It just feels like they're wheeling and not going anywhere. And I want to force other people to take them. Speed boost. Yo, Froggy, thank you so much for the 70 bits, my friend. Holy moly. What did I do to deserve this kind of love? Holy cow. You're ambushed on the roads in our colors. We'll take it. We'll take this Mordecai's thing and just put it in our sideboard. Whoa, we got a Planeswalker. Hold up. Hold up. We got Grandmaster of Flowers. Ooh, that's actually really good. That's a really good top end for us. Holy moly, like we snap take that and it's in our colors. Monk of the Open Hand in the next pack. Oh my gosh. This couldn't get any better. Dude, the bits are insane. Just like this draft. Sweet. 31 and 16. Hype train. Let's go. We're on the hype train. Woo. Yeah, baby. That's what. Oh, and we got another Battle Hammer too. Oh my gosh. We're doing it. Let's go. Tier 1 subs for Froggy and Soggy. Y'all are killing me. Holy moly. Y'all are making me warm and fuzzy inside. All aboard the hype train. Froggy, you're driving this hype train, my friend. You're driving it. This is on you. We've got a Devoted Paladin here. We've got a Portable Hole. That's actually really good removal. Half-Elf Monk is another good one. I do think we have to take the hole here. Boros, here we come. We did find a Paladin Shield. There's also a Planar Ally. A Great Axe is going around. Rally Maneuver is going around. I do think that we need to take a creature here. Jade Sellsword. I think we're going to take this. I think I like the Angel just a little bit better just because it ventures into the dungeon. But we need to get some stuff lower to the ground. We've already got one Spare Dagger. Price of Loyalty is okay, but there's a Sellsword. I do think we'll take the Sellsword here since we didn't in the last pack. But we open the Planeswalker and the creature that it gets from its ultimate in back-to-back packs. Plus, we have 2 Brunner Battle Hammers. Woo. Yo. Mark is out here giving subs to Bronze Panda. You got Frosty giving us all the subs. Drew is giving subs. Holy moly, you all. I don't deserve this kind of love. We are on 81% in terms of like the hype train before we go to level 2. So that's actually super cool. We found a Ranger's Hawk was a really good one drop. Do you think that's the strongest card in this pack for like what we're doing? There are obviously other stronger cards in the pack, but like now we're just like things are just falling into place and we're just taking them as we get them. I do think we need to take the creature over the removal spell here, but which one? We can either gain 2 lives, destroying a target enchantment, or exile a target card from the graveyard, or we can have a 2-mana 2/2. Oh, it just took it for us. Leather Armor is actually really good because it gives ward. I do think that's one of the best ones. Someone get us to level 2. The Planeswalker can find the Monk from anywhere. Yeah, that's also really cool. We found another Leather Armor, but I do think we need to take creatures here, and we need to have them on a really good curve. So I do think I'm going to take the Dragon's Disciple here. Even though we don't have a dragon. If we open the White Dragon or someone passes us the White Dragon, I'm going to lose my mind. Yeah. Like Potion of Healing's good. It's in our colors. We'll keep it in the sideboard for now. If I see a Cleric again, Frosty, I'm 100% snap taking it. There's a Great Axe. I don't think we're gonna use it, but I'll just go ahead and take this black card. There's another Great Axe. I'm gonna force someone to take the axe that I don't want, and I'll just take this blue card. Pixie Guide. So we've got a solid little thing of blue coming together. A 3rd Brunner? What? Holy crap. Dude, this is insane. And a Rangers Hawk. I think the Bruner's going to wheel. No one's been taking them, so I'll take the Rangers Hawk here. I would like to get another one of the Oswald Fiddlebender. Oh my gosh, it just gets us to all of our things. It just gets us to all of it. The white is loaded. There's a portable hole. Yeah, this is the best draft. There's a barbarian class. There's also a mimic here. A valor singer, a earth cult elemental, iron golem. But there's a dwarf hold champion here. As long as it's equipped, it gets +0/+2. I think we have to take it. If that paladin's class comes back around, it's over. We've got Minimus Containment, which is a really good removal spell. I do think that we need some of that. We're starting to get caught up on some things, so just removal spells and creatures from here on out. This is our third pack. But, like, this draft has came together so good, and, like, we're not even super heavy in red either, so, like, it's basically we're playing mono white. There's a treasure chest that's made its way around. I think that card's actually really good. Cleric class. I think I'll take the treasure chest, and we'll see if we can do something with the chest. Actually, does any Frosty? What do you think we should take out of this pack? We got 4 seconds. All right, Frosty, you got me in the next pack. All right, what are we taking here? We've got a Priest of Ancient Lore, Celestial Unicorn, class or chest. What do I take out of this one? We've got a Unicorn. We've got Gloomstalker. As long as I've completed a dungeon, it gets double strike. But there's the Priest of Ancient Lore. This allows us to gain a life and draw a card, which is something we don't have a lot of access to. So, okay, it just takes them for me. Arborea Pegasus is really the only thing in this pack. There's a Ranger's Hawk has fell into our lap. It doesn't look like the Bruner has wheeled, so that's kind of sad. There's a Mimic there. There's a Hoarding Ogre. There's another Pegasus. A Mimic. I think I'll take the Mimic. The Mimic has the ability to become a 3/3 for 2 mana at any point. So that's actually really, really good. No, but this draft... Whew. Holy moly. Iron Golem, Gloomstalker, and another Mimic. Mimic also adds mana, which is super important. I don't like Iron Golem too much. I do think it's the Mimic. Oh, well, it just gave us the blue one. I think we'll take You're Ambushed on a Road. Hopefully, a couple more of those wheeled, and we just have battle traps, too. But this is actually fell super good. Get a late Paladin Shield. That's our first one. Yeah, win this draft. Daddy needs wild cards. We got another Ambushed on the Road. Let's go. Woo! All right, so let's see what we're working with here. We're going to take everything out. That way, it's not just putting stuff in. We need red and white. I do think we're going to play the Monk. We're going to play some Rangers Hawks. We have to play Fiddlebender. We have to play Champion. Mace is arguably our best thing. Priest of Ancient Lore is really good. We need to get our Grandmaster of Flowers. Our Bruner's in here. Now we need to look at our artifacts as well. Leather armor for sure. Accent detected? Yes, I actually do have an accent. Delver's Torch, whenever it attacks, we venture into the dungeons, which is really, really good. Here's something on watch. We need that removal. This is also really good removal. So we're at 35 cards right now. We really don't have like a super strong top end, I'm noticing now, but Pegasus and Planar Ally can both fill that position. Doesn't look like we'll be playing hardly any red. I do like playing the Mimic. Improvised weaponry is actually really good. The ambushed on the roads, fine. I think that's what we're rocking with, honestly. We don't have a lot of artifacts to turn the ability of Fiddlebender into something, so we may need to be playing an increased number of those. And if that's the case, then we're not going to be playing... Let's see, that's got us at 17 lands. Cut down a Ranger's Hawk to play a shield. Splash just 2 mountains. So it's already got a 7 in here, which is super whack, and I don't know why. I think we can do it at 5 and play 5 and 12. Just because, like, you do want to have that red mana, just because if you never see it, then, like, only 3 cards are off, so it's not even, like, that bad. We'll go down one more. I do have a feeling I may regret that. Treasure chest is also pretty good, but, like, I don't know. Let's look over all of the stuff one more time, see if there's anything we're missing. I don't think so. Think we're ready to go, honestly. Is there anything else anyone would change? We don't have any dragons, so Dragon's Disciple doesn't really do much. So Dragon's Disciple doesn't do much. Like, Ambushed on the Roads, fine. We've got 2 in. Ranger's Hawk, we've already got 2 in. There's the Planar Ally. I would like to have a few bigger creatures in here, but I'm not sure what we take out for that, though. We could just, like, not play Oswald. But then again, he's a 2-drop 2/2. Go 12-5. I think this is fine. I think I'm ready to roll with it. I just do think I'm going to miss not having this Planar Ally in, though. Is Major Polly. Jace, what's up, brother? What are you doing? I think we're ready to rock and roll. Let's go. We just had the most insane draft, Jace. You missed it, bro. You missed it, bro. Oh, you just got your cards? Let's go. We are playing Witness. We're going to be going first. So we're definitely missing our second land. That really hurts. I do think we can get away with a mulligan. Okay, this is better. This is better for sure. We'll keep 6, and I do think that we'll throw this mountain away. Everything that we have to cast is 1 or less, so I think we're good. We'll start here, and we'll go leather armor and pass. So next, we're going to drop Fiddlebender and put the leather armor on him. So now it's a 2-3 with Ward 1. Okay. Looks like they're playing blue-black. We'll go ahead and kill this so we can create a treasure token and go ahead and get in here for 2. And we can... At some point, we can Fiddlebender into, like, a 1-drop with his effect. Ooh, they have Nadar. Okay. That's cool. So how much is it equips for 3? So we found a land. So it's a 3-4. I think we're going to take Mad Mage. So now just as they're racing us, we're racing them because we're into the same dungeon now. So they're just going to hit us for 3. It's a 3-4, so like we can block theirs, so they're going to create a treasure token. Barrowing Clan Underworld. So they're going to venture into the dungeon. Okay. Okay. Dope. Well, good luck, Frosty. And just hit us up sometime and we can do like test games against each other or something. That would be really cool. Yeah, just have fun, brother. Take it easy. It's got Ward 1. So, like, they'll double block it. Play the Mimic. And now, like, Mimic can block any of these, and so can Oswald. So, like, we can trade our creatures. Okay, that's fine. If he attacks here, like, Mimic's definitely going to eat one of these creatures of his. Alright, so a pass. And we'll pass. So now we've just gotten to a stalemated board. We don't want this monk. We'll throw it on the bottom. So we just lost our only creature, and Burrowin's going to be able to start getting their stuff back. This is kind of sad. If we hit a good creature off the top, Nadar... so like this is kind of really good. Ooh. Do this. We'll need to draw one card. Get rid of this thing. Get this thing beefy. I will take that all. Okay, the Drider makes a spider. So we are falling behind here. Man, they've just had all kinds of stuff, haven't they? Holy moly. It's got Ward 2, essentially. We'll pass. So we're just dead either way, right? Yeah. So we just didn't have enough creatures that game. Take one of these out, put in a Ranger's Hawk. Well, yeah, we'll just go down one land to play a 1-drop. I think it's fine. We'll play first. Not a lot going on with this hand, but I do think it's keepable. We are going to want to find our red source because we have both Bruiners in our hand. If we would have saw Bruiner, I think it might have been different. We'll just go ahead and get this leather armor out of here. Okay, there's Steadfast Paladin. So our lifelink guy, and it now has Ward 1. Lightfoot Rogue. Don't have anything we're really doing, so we'll just get in here for 2. So we missed our land drop. Which isn't too bad. Like, if we see our red spell, like, we're able to play the game. Like, if we just get to a 3rd land even, we're perfectly fine. The Cleric's fine. I'm not worried about that. So, they're searching for an enchantment. And they'll put that on the top. Wow. So they got a 19. Okay, there's our 3rd. We'll see what they do. We'll hold this Paladin back as a blocker and hold up the ambushed on the road. It gains Death Touch. We'll pass the blockers. No blocks since it's got Death Touch. So they have hexproof now. I would have liked to seen the Keen-Eyed Sentry and Thieves' Tool. Thieves' Tool is actually really cool. I think they're just slated more aggressive than us, and we're missing our 4th land, and it's not really doing anything. We're just having a hard time here not seeing this 4th land. Like, we have a Grandmaster of Flowers that we could have played this turn if we saw our 4th land. Yeah, the mountain doesn't like us. Like, even if it's like mountain, that's fine. Like, what does this give it? Cancel. How does that read? Can't be blocked as long as its power is 3 or less. So that would only get it to 3. So I'm okay with that. And this has Death Touch. No blocks. So we're just going to get hit for 6 here. Go down to 11. If we see our 4th land, we're actually really good. Portable Hole. So we're going to put this Paladin back in our hand. So they pay the 1 mana for it. We have a mace. It's as good as it gets. We have a mace. Not looking too good. We just got stunned on mana this game. Like, we had the push with the Paladin, but we just didn't have anything to follow it back up because we didn't have the mana. Like, being able to get that Brunner Battle Hammer on turns like 4 and 5 would have been insane because our Paladin is swinging as a like 5. We'll go ahead and play the mace and get the Ranger's Hawk out here. No attacks. I mean, Paladin does have lifelink. It just depends what they roll on the rogue. I mean, it's always going to have Death Touch, but I think we'll just trade here, get our 2 life, and take the damage. Now we can make this Ranger's Hawk super beefy. Oh, there's our red mana, baby. We'll leather armor this Ranger's Hawk. Now, what do we play here? So we now have something to block the Keen-Eyed Sentry. Oh, so they rolled a 2, so it's got Death Touch. We'll block here, and we'll block here. Ooh, we can't do that, can we? Why can we not block that? That's wild. And then we're just gonna Minimus Containment this Keen-Eyed Sentry. Hope to... Okay, so now it's gonna be the Spy. Hit the Spy. We'll leather armor. And then we'll leather armor, activate 0. Put it here. Armor, activate 0 to put it here. No attacks. Comeback? I really do hope so. Like, now we have a 9/5. And it's got Ward 2. So that is key. And next turn, we can either drop another Brunner, or we can drop the Grandmaster of Flowers, so we can give it double strike vigilance, or can attack and block. As long as Master of Flowers has 7 or more loyalty counters on him, he becomes a 7/7 God creature token with flying and indestructible. Make a big beefy boy. So we did find thing. And so Grandmaster of Flowers can lock down the Keen-Eyed Sentry. Target creature without first strike, double strike, vigilance can't attack or block until your next turn. Flash. Okay, so it phased out. Okay, so it phased out. And they need to have a way not to buff the sentry. Oh, we just die here. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we died because of the Guardian of Faith. Holy moly. We almost had it too, but they had the Guardian of Faith? What the heck? There's no way I could have saw that coming. Holy moly. That's so sad. Hey, Panda. That was so sad. We'll play first. That seems good. Seems like a good hand. We've got our lands that we would need to play our spells, so we'll say mountain, plains go. We'll play the plains next so we can get our mace up. Drew a land, play the mace. And next we can draw Priest of Ancient Lore to gain a life and draw a card. Tennis Rabbit, hello! We found the Mimic. Found another red land, so we're not hurting for lands this game. We're definitely not hurting for lands. No blocks. So I will take 2. Hello, everyone. For all those who have joined in over the past little bit, if you weren't here when we started, we are currently doing a draft. We are drafting, and we had one of the best drafts I think I've ever seen in my life. Game 1 did not work out the way that I intended it to. It really sucked. We actually had it. We had the comeback in our hand, and we had played it out to our out. And the man just had Guardian of Faith. Card is really good. Card's really good. But yeah. No, we have drafted red, white equipments. And currently, we're just not getting anything that we're able to do. Like, we could have attacked, but I don't want to take a bunch of damage on the backswing. And we have no way to deal with this flyer currently. We can go Fiddlebender. Mimic. Won't pass the turn. Oh boy. No, like, yeah, it loves me this game. It really does. If we hit one of our Bruners or our Planeswalker, I think we're fine. So they may be wanting to deal with our Fiddlebender here. Yeah, that's fine. Man, my phone is blowing up. Something's going on. Yeah, that's fine. What you got for us? They're gonna start sending that that 3 mana flyer, that 3 power flyer in. It's hurt. Take our turn. More land. Come on. I do think we have to Fiddlebender here. Target the Mimic. We don't have a target. We didn't have our 3 mana one. Yeah, no, this one sucks. This one's... Yeah, no, like, I didn't... The draft was so good, I don't understand it. We'll take 6 and go down to 10. We got another mace. We can like mace here and put it on ancient lore. I guess we just start swinging at them for 6, but like, I don't know. Like, this one's just felt really bad. Like, our hand opened up nice, and then we just hit lands the entire way through. But hopefully we can see like a Bruner here next. If we get Bruner, I think we're fine. Just because Priest of Ancient Lore like will put them on like a clock they've never seen before. Because it would get 10, it would be a 10. If we saw a way to get 2 cards on our next turn, well, that takes us to 9. So they wouldn't even have to worry about blocking. Placer Beast. Venture into the dungeon. Okay. Okay. I mean, doesn't really do anything. So, like, we have lost. It deals 5 damage to the 6-mana flyer. We just didn't. Just wasn't a way to adequately work with that one. I think we'll just run it back. We didn't have like a lot for like sideboard. We have like our main deck is fine. I think it's like our sideboard. We just didn't have ways to fight. We'll play first in this one. Our hand is fine. Please, no more lands. I would like to see the leather armor off the top. That would actually be really good for the champion. There's a mimic. Go champion pass. And then we can drop paladin pass. We'll land paladin depending on what we get off the top. If we get leather armor, that would be dope, but we don't. No attacks. I just really don't want to trade the 3-1 for a 2-1. A Displacer Beast. Okay. Now we do have them improvised weaponry for that, and then we could play the Mimic off of that. If we see leather armor, we would be able to go weaponry, Mimic, and leather armor. We found Bruner, though. Hello. I do think we're going to hit the Displacer Beast. And then we'll play the Mimic to help curve out. And then we'll have no attacks. I think we'll hold back in hopes that we see a equipment. I think we only had like 4 or 5, so like there's a pretty good chance that we could see one in the next couple of cards. We currently have 30. That means I think like all 4 or 5 of them are still left in there. I think that might be like 16%. We find a land though. Yay for land. No attacks. But we are going to start attacking next turn. They have like the plate armor, that's fine. But like you hear something on watch. Gets it? If they have a removal for Bruner, that's kind of stinky. It's rough. We're just not seeing any equipment. When it enters the battlefield, if enchanted creature is red, tap it. As long as enchanted creature is red, it loses all abilities. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Okay. That is fine. So it's just a 5/3 that is going to be tapped forever. Ray of Frost is good. So they didn't attack with it. And we see a land. Oh my goodness gracious. That's so bad. We've just been like, we've been stonewalled to where like it was like we just trade creatures, and that's just not where we want to be. And they have contract on another plane, so they'll scry to and draw to. Oh my goodness. Goodness. The value, it's insane. I hope they attack with the investigator and we'll be kind of, we'll actually be chilling. Okay, good. So we killed their thing. We'll go to my turn. And we just see another land. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Holy moly. 5, 6, 7 out of 17 lands. With 27. Almost half of the deck is lands. So now it's a 4/6, and we just don't have anything that gets something off of 6. Oh my goodness, chat. This is so bad. But I'm having fun. So, things I like about this set. I really do enjoy the cards. I really like this set a lot. This set's kind of insane. And it looks like from being able to play like one draft or get into one draft, I think like drafting just looks super insane. Drafting looks uber fun, and it looks like there was a bunch of different ways you could take things. Blue black, we've seen blue white. Red white, so it does definitely look like it's kind of slotted and designed in a way that 2 colors are the way to be going in this draft. It does, in my opinion, I think blue black is definitely the strongest, just because Xanathar and Krydle and a couple other things. But red green is also really insane, because if you get Bard's Class in Minsk, like, you just do not lose that game, I don't think. So we're playing first and we see no land. This one's okay, but once again, we just don't have more land. So we'll throw one of these Bruners away. And we'll go like Monk first, then Leather Armor. Kinda wild. Actually, we can maximize Monk by playing Monk on our next turn. Because you can play Monk of the Open Hand as your first spell and Leather Armor as your second, and you get a +1/+1 on it, and then you can just equip it. So if we would have done it a different way, we wouldn't have been able to have Monk as a 2/3. So we'll go Dwarven Champion. We'll get in for 2. Dragon's Fire, that's fine. If we hit a land off the top, then like Bruner's live, and we'll be doing some things. Oh, yes, baby. Put that on the Bruner, and we are rocking and rolling. Okay, that's fine. Djinni Windseer seems to be like one of the best blue cards for draft. Oh, there's a Leather Armor. We can go Fiddlebender, Leather Armor. Put a +1/+1 on that thing. This swing for 9. It's like they have to chump block it next turn, or have an answer for it that they wouldn't mind either paying 2 life for or paying 2 more mana for. Looks like they're gonna try and like Windseer, but if like we see like any equipment, we're golden. We can kill both of those. We could like Fiddlebender into the Mace. If we go Fiddlebender into Mace, Mace gives it +2/+2. Yeah, I think we do that. Sacrifice one of the Leather Armors. Or we've got Delver's Touch, which gives it +1/+1. View the battlefield. So if it gives it +1/+1, it would go to a 7/5. So it does definitely have to be the Mace. It's still at a 6. So we'll pass the turn. What does that do? Tap? For how long? It doesn't untap? Oh my god. So we'll go Mace. Pay 0, target Fiddlebender. We'll go 0, target this. We'll play the Paladin. It's not. This is an 8/5 now. We'll kill both of them. It's like they have to have answers to like almost everything. But like next turn or on their turn, we can go like Fiddlebender. Oh no, it's only as a sorcery. Ooh, Minimus Containment. It's actually really good. It can take care of one of the 3/3s. And now they only have, I mean, they still have 5. But we'll go Mace, equip to Paladin, Fiddlebender. No, cancel. And we'll go target the Paladin. It's still an 8/5. Welcome to Blue and Red. Answers to everything. Yeah, no, like they do. But it's just like if we would have saw another land there, we could have had Paladin be able to like kill things. Blue Dragon. Okay. That's cool. That's cute. There's the Hawk. The Hawk's actually really good. Now we can go Fiddlebender. Target the leather armor. Done. Submit one. We go and get the mace. And then we'll mace equip for 0. Put it on the paladin so it's a 10-6. It's still not enough, and I don't know why. It's just nothing's giving it the defense. But we do have Ranger's Hawk to start tapping stuff down. So, kind of excited about that. It's just taking too long, and their board presence has gotten so huge. Another Bruner kind of just like puts this game on ice. Not a land, though. So we'll go this, and we'll tap another untapped creature you control. No, that's actually not as good as I thought it was. What the heck? I think we're gonna venture into the dungeon here. Let's see if any of these dungeons do anything. Like, we can gain 1 life. We can scry 1. I think we'll get this one. The mine. We definitely don't want that land on the top. And, we'll just end the turn here. So what do they have? They have this thing in their hand, Dragon's Fire, kill. Okay, the Bruner. So it makes Paladin a 6/6. That is kind of sad. But if we see another Bruner, we're rolling. Because I don't mind like trading 2 for 2 now. Or 2 for 1 now. We'll take 5 and go to 25. Master of Flowers off the top would also be really cool, but lo and behold, it's a land. Ranger's Hawk. Create a Goblin. I forgot that they were both maces. So we're gonna venture into the dungeon. We'll put a +1/+1 on target creature. In the turn, and then the dungeon that we're on, we would draw a card at the end. So they've got Scion of Stygia. I forget what they rolled, but if that thing's tapped down forever, that's gonna stink. Take 2. Okay, so it is tapped down. So we'll go mace, target. Mace, target. We'll choose creatures get +1/+1 until end of turn. Yeah, okay. Well, we got one. We've got one so far. That one was actually drug out and took a little bit. Ranger's Hawk actually put in a lot of work. I think I want to put in Hoarding Troll. We'll go up a mountain. We'll go up 2 mountains, down a plains. So that takes us to 18. Go 10 and 6. We're at 40. Okay. 16 lands. Do want to try that guy. I just read him. He makes treasure tokens when we attack. So that's pretty dope. And it does look like sometimes our mana can get kind of wonky, and we have to end up like paying a lot of mana to do a lot of stuff and like equip. So being able to have those treasure tokens is really cool. And also their mana value is seen as 0, so Fiddlebender can tutor them into the leather armor if we don't already have it. This hand's actually really good. So like my opponent's going first. We'll go leather armor. Then we've got the champion on 2. Found our guy. So now it's got ward 1 and it's a 3/4. Go Priest of Ancient Lore to gain a life, draw a card. Get in there for 3. If we could hit a land next turn, that'd be so good. Now this Windseer may be giving us some problems, but like neither of them really trade with the champion all that well. And worst comes to worst, like we may be able to do like a little combat trick or something. Found our 4th land. You know what that means? It's Bruner, baby. Think we force it here? I think we'll send them both in. Yeah, like they can like trade all of them if they wanted. But now like you just equip the leather armor to Bruner, so it's a 7/4 with ward 1, which is just making it a little bit harder for them. Now, like, they did have all the answers last game, but I'm hoping, like, we hit a land so we can go Mace and then equip... Well, we can equip Mace for 0, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, we got the land anyway. We'll go Mace. Mace. We'll pay 0, equip it to the thing here, and we'll get in. Pay the full mana just because we don't really have anything else that we're doing. Contact on another plane, they'll be able to draw some cards. Okay, we got it. We've got 1, so we're getting a pack. But we've actually had a really good time. Like, that one was really good. Hopefully we can just keep that rolling. So there's our prize for 1. Oh, was that it? Oh, it's only 3 games, ain't it? Okay. Awesome. Let's see what we got out of that pack. Oh, we've actually got 2 packs available. We got a Dungeon Descent. And in the second pack, we got Book of Exalted Deeds. So this card is actually making a bit of a stir in Modern. There are cards, specifically why it's making a play in Modern is that there are lands that count as all creature types. So there's a land, I forget which one it is, but it's a land that's played in Infect, I think. But what it is it's Mutavault. Mutavault becomes, it has all creature types. So that means it's a goblin, a rogue, a zombie, a skeleton, but it's also an angel. So you can animate it, then pay 3 mana for Book of Exalted Deeds to put the counter on it past the turn. And if you don't animate it evermore, it still has the counter. So unless they have a way to kill your land, that's it. It's like Platinum Angel, but like not a creature. So it can't be pathed. It can't be anything. Like they have to have a response before it goes back to being a land. Or they have to have like Ghost Quarter or a way to deal with like to deal with land permanents. So like Book of Exalted Deeds is a currently starting to become a thing in Modern. I know there's a couple people that have been fishing with it, hoping that it turns out. But like you can just play like mono white humans, play like 1 Book of Exalted Deeds, or like you can just play mono white angels and like have Mutavaults that become angels and get the buffs, and then just Book of Exalted Deeds. It's pretty cool. We also got a Temple of the Dragon Queen. As it enters the battlefield, you may reveal a dragon card from your hand. Temple of Dragon Queen enters the battlefield tapped, unless you revealed a dragon this way, or if you control a dragon. As it enters the battlefield, choose a color, and it taps to add 1 mana of any color that you chose. So that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, no, like that was a fun draft. It could have gone a little bit better. That second game, like that second match that we played, we definitely did hit a lot of lands. But that's okay. It happens. It's draft. It's not like regular constructed where like the numbers have to be a little bit more. And it auto-suggested 17, which is if you are playing a draft, I suggest you stay in the 16 to 17 land range. You don't really want to go more and you don't want to go less. The one game that I did take us down to 16 lands, we just didn't see any lands. So that was rough. We do have a little bit of time left, but we don't have enough to go back into a draft, so we'll just head right on into standard rank, I guess. While this is loading, does anybody got anything? Anybody had any experiences with draft or with the set that they've really liked or anything like that? Panda, I know you're always cooking up something. You've got to have something. But yeah, no, big shout outs to Frosty. Big shout outs to who else was here? Froggy and Frosty, both with all the bits and all the love that they gave us today. That was amazing, and I really do appreciate you all. It looks like we're gonna get to choose to go first. We're gonna see 1 land. We're gonna mulligan that away. We'll keep this one. Throw this Doomscar back. But yeah, no, real big love going out to Froggy and Frosty. Oh, why did I hit mulligan? I got too hyped. Throw one of the commands away. We'll just go pass. I did not mean to hit mulligan again. Such a doofus. We'll play the mountain. That way we have Omen of the Sea up. I actually kind of forgot what this deck was doing. I know like we play like Narset. Oh, that's right. I needed to put planes in here. More planes. No, I fixed that. That was the 80 card deck that Kelly had. I was being a goof and didn't look at the mana base before shoving Narset in. We'll keep the land. Worst comes to worst, we have Brazen Borrower bounce and Spellbinder next turn. Cosmina. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll activate this ability. We'll go get a Plains. And then we'll Brazen Borrower this back to your hand. We'll Spellbinder here, see what you're working with. Yeah, I don't want Robber the Rich. We really don't need them playing off of our library. Not in this matchup, anyway. Get our double red, so like that way we never have to worry about it again. And all the rest of our lands can come in for just blue. I know we're not going to be able to flash in Brazen Borrower because of it, but I think I'm fine with that trade-off. That's kind of icky. Cosmina says, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile Cosmina. If you do, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, if Cosmina is exiled, you may put a Voyage counter on it. If you don't, return Cosmina to the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it and draw X cards. Just return that to your hand and hit you for 3. Like, the clock also needs to start being established here. Because without seeing better spells, I don't think we're gonna win this game. We also need to hit a land like ASAP. Even if it's just like at Plains, we need it. That way Conquer's Death can answer the Cosmina. We're not just bouncing it back. I wish Command said counter on it. I wish it countered a spell. But sadly it does not. And that does happen to be a Saw It Coming that is in exile, I would have to guess. Do you think we're just going to hit for 3? We tied their mana up for as long as we could, but now we have to keep this Prismari command open. Does Cosmina have a flip side? Yeah, she does. She becomes the boat, right? Okay. Playing Robber the Rich is fine. We're gonna command here. We'll deal 2 damage and create a treasure token. Target myself, and it's like, do you want to Saw It Coming that? That's what I thought. And like we can just drop like Baneslayer Angel this turn. Or next turn. We can also keep the Saw It Coming up for something. And just hit them for 3. Kind of tie their mana up and just play on the stack more than like playing on the battlefield. Try and clear a way for this Baneslayer Angel to resolve. Or at least get us to a land. Draw 1 card. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, draw a card. It's fine. We'll crack Omen of the Sea here. No lands. It's kind of poopy. We do need to throw this away, though. There's a passage. How many voyage counters does that thing have on it now? 0, because it got exiled. So it can come back in to draw them 1 card, but they'll just put the counter on it and keep it exiled. That's fine. I'm not too bent out of shape about that. That's fine. We're gonna crack this and get a blue off of it. We'll take 2. Like force the block here. I mean, that's a trade I'd take all day. And then we'll keep the Sod coming up and be able to have the ability to flash in the Brazen Borrower if we really wanted to. We are playing Hoy Boy 7832 on the red-blue Cosmina is what it's looking like. 2 mana to foretell something. Doesn't look like they had a land for the Cosmina, or at least yet. We'll flash in one of these Brazen Borrowers. That is fine. Seems really good. Seems actually kind of decent. That's actually really cool. Do like how this deck's been able to operate so far. Like, this red-blue deck seems pretty cool. Playing a lot of instant and sorcery, so like probably we could possibly see Demi-Lich. They'll flash in the Hypnotic Sprite. Take 2. Oh, yeah, I'll take 2. Yon T. Mollyson. Can't be blocked as long as it's attacking alone. Never deals combat damage. Venture into the dungeon. Sure. Flash in this Brazen Borrower. If they tap their blue mana, it's like free room to like Doomscar. So they made a Hypnotic Sprite. We'll go Passage. We'll grab a white. You'll go white, white. Doomscar. And we're holding up the Sot coming too. Good news is that we would have the ability to Baneslayer Angel next turn. Alrund's Epiphany. If they have it, they have it. But there is a possibility that could just be 2 Auron's Epiphanies like that, and then like they just don't have the interaction, but it looks like they do. And if it is, like we just concede here. Oh, okay. Do you have an answer for the Baneslayer Angel? They do not. Okay. I mean, they could, but I do feel like that's a... Okay, so they've got Brazen Borrower. I do feel like that's another Alrund's Epiphany in their hand. And if it is, that really sucks. But this deck seems dope. Dark One's Own Luck. So, Faraday, Devil's Chosen. Whenever you roll 1 or more dice, it gains flying in minutes until end of turn. If any of those results were 10 or higher, draw a card. Okay. I mean, I don't know what that does. They haven't really rolled a lot of dice or shown me cards that rolled dice, but I can get up to get down with it. Wild. Let's see what we can find here. We found a Rowan. I do think, though, we'll keep the Snarl and then just draw blind off the top. Rowan's not doing anything here, and that's just a waste of something in our hand. We do have the Spellbinder to get a look first to make sure this Baneslayer can resolve and stick. It's like if they counter that, then we just drop the Baneslayer. Also gives us kind of a little bit of knowledge to see if they have like another Alrund's Epiphany or something. Counter target spell, untap up to 4 lands. Resolves. I do think that one's over, ladies and gents. Holy moly. And Tennis Rabbit's comments from earlier. Oh, we don't have a sideboard. Tennis Rabbit's comments from earlier in the night. Welcome to Red and Blue, answers to everything. Still holding true. That was kind of wild. Cosmina really put in work. Hadn't really seen that card in Standard, but I hope I don't see it anymore. Card seems really good. We'll go first. Yikes. We're mulligan. Oh, God. It's as good as it's gonna get. We'll throw one of the River Glide pathways away. Like this will be blue, blue, white, red. I do really like the pathway lands. They're pretty cool. We'll foretell the saw it coming just to have like better like use of our mana. Go red. Oh, we should have dropped the Spellbinder that turn, but oh well. I need to get Cosmina out of rotation. Yeah, no shortage of land. That is correct. I need to get the Cosmina into... I mean, I need to make sure that it doesn't get into rotation. Alright, don't really have anything for us? It's like, make them have Spellbinder, I guess. JT just sent me a text message. He said, I'm knocking on your door. Where are you? Give me just 1 second. I need to get somebody to let them in. So they Hypnotic Sprite, pass the turn. So they countered our Elite Spellbinder with a Hypnotic Sprite. Narset of the Ancient Way? Yes? No? Mystical Dispute. That is a good one. Very, very good one. And we're not able to answer the Cosmina. Man. Ugh. I'm not there! I'm not there, JT. I just texted her to let you in. I thought you knew I was streaming, silly goose. We'll let this Mystical Dispute resolve. Let me in. Have you had Cookout yet? If you have not had Cookout yet, now's the best time to go get Cookout. I'm telling you. You're going to want it right now. Gerudo Bear. Yeah, JT is knocking on my door while I'm not home. So, he's being a silly goose. He's being a frog boy. Is Jace there? Is Jace also knocking on my door? If he is, tell him to go on somewhere. We don't want him there. Just joking. Jace, you're always welcome, brother. I'm sad. I know, brother. I'm so sorry. I thought you knew I was streaming. I'm sad. I'm sad too, brother. I thought you knew. I text Brittany and told her that you all were outside. So she has not answered me back. I also wasn't able to answer her for a little bit, so she may be upset at me. Let's see. Not worried about the attackers. Not worried about 2 damage. We'll crack this bad boy here. It's actually really good. We'll grab this Rowan. Really? Holy moly. So it's not like Yu-Gi-Oh! That if we remove the sprite that it loses its target. Rowan would still be coming in as a... Woo! Drew's over here dancing for me. Guess what? JT is outside of my apartment right now. He's knocking on the door. He's trying to get inside. Man, I don't know what we do here. I think you have to saw it coming, this stupid thing, but then they have like 3 mana. Panda loved it. Yo, typing nonsense is rating with a party of 3. Let's go.
I'll come up here and join you for these last couple minutes.
Okay.
What's up, guys? I've been back behind the camera watching Logan.
Yes, it's true. Can attest. So we'll just kill their sprite here because I don't want to take any more damage.
So do you have Rowan in this deck?
Rowan? Yeah, she just got countered though.
You know, during the box break, Jeremy pulled me an extended art.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I still have it at the house. Because I thought I was going to get back into it because I thought Strixhaven was really cool.
Strixhaven was really cool. But did kind of make standard unhealthy.
It did.
Kind of excited for the dungeon set.
Me too.
It seems like standard's been okay. Also, we should be cracking some back there soon.
Yeah, hopefully. Dude, your draft. That is probably the best draft I've ever seen.
It was so good, and it didn't pan out, and I feel so bad about it.
Well, it's one of those things where, from what I found out playing this game and drafting myself, you could draft the best deck ever, but if you don't get the draws and you don't get the right stuff coming out at the time, you're screwed.
Yeah. And then, there was one game where we just had no mana. And then there was one where we just, there were 2 or 3 games where we just drew nothing but mana.
Yeah.
And, sometimes, that's just how it goes.
There's the mana F word.
Yep.
Where you can not have it or you have too much of it. So.
Yep. F in the chat, so...
Yeah.
Oh, this guy and his hypnotic sprite.
That is a pain in my... You know what? Wait a minute, are we after hours yet?
It is 5:40.
I'll say it. It's a pain in my ass, all right?
It's true. It's not a bad word. That's a name for a donkey. Oh. I actually saw something the other day, and it, when I do get into Pokemon,
Yeah.
I'm going to be spending, $20 a piece on basic energies.
Which ones are you getting?
The ones from Heart Gold, Soul Silver base
Oh,
set.
with Pokemon on them?
With the Lugia in the back. Oh my gosh, their foil are so gorgeous.
So, it had been a long time since I played Pokemon when I got hired on here. I'm talking 15 years, maybe? And that was 2018, so about 15 years. So 2003 was probably the last I played, 2003, 2004. So those hadn't even come into existence yet. And one of my first jobs when I started here was called a picker. As a picker...
The only answer for $20 in energy is HGSS.
Yes, absolutely. As a picker, the first thing I would do is I would go through our bulk and try to find stuff that was worth money. I'm 35, most of y'all aren't even close to my age. Panda is, I know. Panda's 34, I think. We've talked about it. And I saw those on there, and I'm like, well, there's no way. Because if you look at that whole Heart Gold, Soul Silver, those cards don't look real.
No.
Because of just the text and everything on them. And then I found one box that had 100 of them.
Wild. Even the non-foil versions are expensive.
Yeah.
I was looking around, shopping around.
Like 12 or 13.
It's wild.
What deck you want to play?
I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. I know me and Russell were talking about one of the new riders.
Yeah.
One of those decks. Probably leaning towards the Shadow one, probably.
Sweet. Me personally, if I was going to build a deck right now, like in real life, I would still stick with the Urshipus because I'm a huge fan of those. Either the single strike or the rapid strike.
Yeah.
So next week, I will tell you guys on the Poké Shop, we are probably going to try out the rapid strike because I've been really excited to build it. We finally have all the cards, I think, to build it.
Let's go.
Nice.
I have 3 new decks to play, Drew. Panda says.
I know. We'll try them out. I think we have 2. So I've got a Yveltal deck that's pretty funny that I'm going to try out. I need Blaziken VMAXs because I want to put the Blaziken deck together because Blaziken's my favorite. I don't have anywhere near enough to make the Ice Rider or the Shadow Rider. But I don't know. We'll see. We might build the Metagross deck too. Corbinite deck, yes, I can build that. Between the two accounts, I can build that.
Okay. Seems
But
dope.
that's a deck if you like if you want like a cheaper style deck, but is really effective and hits hard, the Corbinite deck is one of the best decks you can build right now. Yeah,
What has he been doing?
is this Kelly's?
Yeah, he made another one.
Is this a Grixis or
This is the Sultai one, but I think it's got like new stuff in it maybe. I just saw it. It's number 2. It's the new, it's like, because before we only had Yuri on Sultai, now we have this one, but I don't know what he's playing that's new. It just may be like new ratios.
I entered the stream and Rabbit's leaving. What the heck, Rabbit?
It's good to see you. Bye, Rabbit.
Bye, Rabbit. I enter the stream and he leaves. What the heck?
You hate to see it. Not animals. I don't know what's different between this one and the other one, Kelly. But like, yeah, these are all the decks that we've got. These are the ones that, starting from Spell Power to Aerial Domination, are the ones that like Arena gives you for free. So they give you 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16 different playable decks, like right off the back.
So the white one that you start off with in like their little campaign, like get
The Keep the Peace.
yes, that thing can go off. That thing is awesome. I love that deck.
Yeah, I mean, Charm Stray is good. If you can loop Charm Strays or like have ways to like put it back in your hand over and over, when it enters the battlefield, it gets a +1/+1 for each other creature. So like if there's 3 others out, it automatically becomes a 4/4.
So what do you think right now in the current? So if I give you say standard, what do you think the weakest color is, or what do you like? What is the weakest color?
By itself,
Yeah.
white. Now, like, that doesn't mean that, like, white doesn't have powerful cards. It's just inherently, white plays a bunch of small creatures. Like, red plays a lot of small creatures,
Goblins.
but they're aggressively costed, and they're backed by burn spells. White has, like, the combat tricks or whatever, but they're specifically, like, this gets plus something until end of turn. Like, it's not giving you a consistent benefit. Like, it's not sticking around. So like the mana that you're paying to do something, you have to play like the red cards that allow you to loop the combat spells over and over. But like by a single color, white is definitely the weakest currently in standard.
So when I was playing, white was actually really good.
White used to be insane.
Because I would build all white decks, like cleric decks, like just nothing but clerics. I would do, but I would throw an occasional Sun Titan in there because
Sun Titan was insane.
yeah. I would do Knights. Used to be one of my favorite decks to do.
There's
white.
actually there's Knights in standard, but they're going to be rotating out in the fall, so that's sad.
You know what card I miss? Student of Warfare.
So Warfare is a good one.
Where it stacks and it's so good.
Yep.
Sun Titan in that deck worked very well as well. And it's weird because it seemed like back there in that time, the colors were more balanced.
Yeah.
Except for red. Because red, burn was kind of taken away.
Yeah.
It was there, but it was taken away.
Yeah, once they stopped printing Lightning Bolt into standard sets, or like when they had the definition of like modern, when modern became a thing, and then you realize that, okay, they're no longer ever going to print standard sets in, and they set the precedent that from this point forward is modern, so like anything before it can't happen. They selected it to where, you know, like you didn't have counterspell. But like also like they realized after playing for so long that Lightning Bolt was super good in standard. And there was one point in time in Magic, I wasn't alive to play it, but or maybe I was alive, but I was just like an infant. But there was a point in time where there was no maximum as to how many cards of a certain one card that you can have in your deck. And people figured out that if you play 20 mountains, and 40 lightning bolts, you're going to win the game because you go like turn 1 hit you for 3, turn 2 play a land hit you for 6,
Yeah.
turn 3 hit you for 9. That's 15, 18 on turn 3.
You're talking about this is back in late 90s?
This is, yeah, like may have been like 94, 95 when it first came out, and you still had like all the power
Yeah.
stuff.
I think you're talking between like 93, 94 when it first came out to probably about 96, 97.
Yep.
It went that long, I think, without it. My cousin was actually playing during that time. I wasn't into it. I was young. That's when I was getting into the Pokemon games, like 96, 97 is when the kind of the Game Boy games came out. But yeah, that my cousin was big into it. My cousin at one point.
Sure, Panda, we can do a best of 1. That's fine, because we do only have 12 minutes left, so we'll only be able to do a best of 1. So if you just want to send the invite, that's fine.
Yeah, do that. My cousin at one time had a Black Lotus.
I know. Do you know Stephanie that's outside?
Yeah.
Stephanie has a friend who has multiple, not multiple copies, but has multiple pieces of the Power 9, and they've been glued onto something. I think they're glued onto like a box that they would put all their Magic cards in, and at the time,
Oh, that makes me sick.
it's sad.
That makes me sick. Panda. Oh God, why? Yeah, that makes me really sick to my stomach.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I just saw somebody pull Mox Ruby the other day on YouTube.
Hey. Make sure you are running Field of Ruin if you're playing ladder. Just saying, is it because of Book of Exalted thing?
Probably.
Or is it just because of all the new manlands that we have? Yep, okay, that's what I thought. I knew that was going to be a problem, and I was talking about it as soon as we opened one in a pack. Faceless Deeds is the name of the deck. I want to play it, Kelly.
Is this it?
No. This is like the deck that I was just playing.
Oh, okay.
Book is banned in Standard in 2022. Oh, he started a blue-white version.
So that's kind of your color, your go-to
Yeah.
color, is it?
Yep, I've like when I got in, because it was weird. Like when I got into Magic, I was playing mono red, and it was like it was the mono red, and it had like haste. Not haste, but dash was the mechanic from
Yeah.
cons, and you would just dash things in, and they bounce back.
Haste was so when I got started, red because I thought goblins were cool, and so you had haste. Haste was the key factor.
Everything, yeah,
And goblins sacrificing themselves to hurt others.
yeah. You had Goblin Grenade,
Oh God, that card is so awesome! I love
shoot
that.
somebody for 5.
I remember buying a playset of those for $1.
They're good. They're actually really good in Pauper. Pauper's a sweet format. I like Pauper.
My primary colors from back in the day: green, black, green, blue.
Okay.
Or no, black, green, black, blue. Like I liked or black, red because I went from I don't know if you remember in Morrowind or in Shadowmoor, the avatars
Avatars were really good.
where you had the black, white avatar, the black, red avatar.
You had one for every color scheme.
Yeah, exactly.
And they give everything +1/+1 if it's red, +1/+1 if it's black.
Exactly. And then the red one did burn and revival mechanic, I believe. I think it was either burn for the red and black for the revival mechanic. And it was from the graveyard, and it was amazing. So Avatar, it also ran Avatar of Woe. That might be but it was great because you could play either black or red.
Yeah, dude, the avatars are sick.
But back in
Stop.
2007, 2008, they were on. And then, of course, Rise of the Eldrazi came out. The World Wake then at Rise of the Eldrazi, and they just screwed up everything. So I would throw an Emrakul or a Kozilek in my elf deck. And then all my elf tokens, you could tap them for mana. So I could have a Eldrazi out turn 3.
So we got the big baby Dream Trawler, but Panda over here was trying to transmogrify me.
Why?
Because transmogrify is really good.
I know. But don't do that, Panda. Don't be mean.
Yeah, Panda, don't be mean. Actually, we'll throw. Yeah, we'll throw away. Nope. We'll Rowan. I was trying to figure out what we needed to keep.
Now, I will tell you this, Panda will kick my butt at this game every time. Because
Panda's kind of low-key and just insane at all card games. Excuse me, Panda?
He took Aegis Slash and made that thing amazing.
Panda's hand's lit. Yeah, we just played a spell that allows us to look at his hand, and now his hand's revealed to us.
Oh, what? That's pretty nice. Yeah, take that, Panda. Take that 3 damage.
But I think JT's just still at my house. He hasn't said anything back. He hasn't been active in the chat, and he hasn't messaged me. But I think he's still outside of my house.
She's stalking you?
No.
Is your woman at home?
Yeah, I think she is.
She'll look outside and she'll see JT doing this.
Yeah. That's just how it goes. I need to find a way to draw more cards to hit Panda for more damage.
Typing nonsense said ass in the chat. And
Whoa!
And look, well, no, you have to allow it.
Whoa, why did you say that?
I was going to make a joke, but I'm not going to. Because it's not appropriate for this stream. If you're on my personal stream, then I'll make that joke.
I do think I'm going to counter that, Panda. I cannot let you have that. Bounce one of these little things away. Whoa! Kelly, you can't do that! See what Kelly just put in the chat?
You're a bad influence, Kelly.
There are children in this stream, and their name is JT.
Mod check.
So, like, we've kind of got him on a clock. Like, it's a 2-turn clock, but, like, this thing's gonna gain him life if we don't stop it now. I am the law, Kelly.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, I cannot let him transmogrify. What are they gonna do? They're gonna send me away.
Technically, I can ban. Well, I could ban you, and then you can unban yourself.
Thank you, Panda, for the game. I'm sad I didn't get to see what transmogrify was gonna do, but I kind of want to know, what were you gonna get off transmogrify? Like, what do you go and get? Like, I see you've got Harmonious Archon, but like, what else do you have? Because like, you had like Luca in your hand, and some others. The entire deck rolls around getting the Archon. I'm pretty sure me and Kelly played a deck where like we got rolled over by the Archon.
What does the Archon do?
So the Archon makes all creatures that aren't, I think it's like if they're not something, then they all become base power toughness 3/3. So like if it makes your humans 3/3s.
Okay.
It makes your 1/1 goblin token that you just made a 3/3. If it's not an Archon, they become 3/3s.
Okay. That's interesting because you pretty much just nullify everything.
Yeah. If they aren't a Archon, they all become 3/3. So like it just makes.
I'm assuming that doesn't affect planeswalkers.
Some planeswalkers can become creatures.
That is true.
Yep. So it would affect them. Look at the prison deck. Which one is it? What's it called?
Not Jake.
Is it this one? It's just Azorius. You see that at?
Hold on.
Kelly, what are you talking about?
Probably towards the bottom. I'm saying probably towards the bottom.
Oh, okay. Demir Rogues new deck? Or is it?
I like how you have one named Garbo.
New deck. Oh, it's this one. Oh, this is such a good deck. It has 0 cards in it.
You'll win every time.
It has 0 cards in it. I think he said it was 5? New. Oh, there it is, right there. It was over there in the corner.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I see some good stuff.
I like that we're playing Reedy Ann. What?
Build the multiverse.
Oh, because you put it on Faceless Haven. Whoa! That's really cool. I like
nice.
that. I like that a lot. I actually didn't read Faceless Haven all the way. It says it's all creature types, so it's a goblin, it's an angel,
Yeah,
it's everything all at the same time.
It's a
so-
4/3, but it's still a land.
Yeah, and the book says you can pay 3 white, exile it, and put an enlighten counter on target angel, which would be the Faceless Haven.
Yeah.
It gains you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win to activate only as a sorcery.
What card was that? Platinum Angel?
Platinum Angel.
And then you had the one demon
There was a
that
demon.
you can't win the game and your opponent can't lose the game.
Yeah, there was also it was like it was from one of the Ravnica sets, and it was like the Butcher of Madness or whatever. And
Yeah.
it was like it's a legendary creature, and if like it's got 1 power, but if it hits your opponent, they lose. It's got like Menace. It's like a 6-drop with Menace.
We that's one thing we did back in the day is I played the demon and a buddy of mine played the angel, and we had a judge at a store and he just goes yard and gridlock.
Yeah, like
'Cause you
neither
can't
player
kill
can-
it.
Yeah, neither player can win and neither player can
Yeah.
lose. So like, if they're in game 3, it's rounded down as a tie. If they're in game 2, they go to game 3, and if they're in game 1, they go to game 2.
I had no idea he was playing that angel, but basically I was just using the demon and then I was going to try to sack it, like just find a way to use it just as a cost, and it never worked. What?
Oh, nothing. I was just this is my little name tag thing, and it's on like a spinner, and like I can pull it.
Yeah. Well, I was going to try to I was going to see if people Wrath of got it, and see if he can get it off that way back in the day.
Yeah, there's some. What did they ban? Did they ban something in standard? I know they banned.
Modern Horizons 2. Oh, they announced that book is banned in 2022 standard. That's what Panda was saying earlier.
What? Why? Why would you not just print an answer?
That's what they used to do in the past. Don't get me
Just
wrong.
print Ghost Quarter in the Innistrad set.
That's what they used to do. Like they just so something wouldn't be banned for so long. They used to print the counter, but now
I mean, Field of Ruin's legal, but like in the first Innistrad set, we had Ghost Quarter, which tap, blow up an opponent's land, and they search for a basic.
I don't understand.
It's, I don't know. It just kind of seems dumb. They should just, I don't know. But sadly, that is time. It is time for us to go. Unfortunately, Drew, what do we got going on?
All right, so I announced it yesterday, and I'm not going to get into the sad story of how everything happened, but we are running only 3 shows right now. We had to cancel some of our other shows. So tomorrow we do have the Yu-Gi-Oh! Super Show. My voice is still not recovered. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Super Show tomorrow from 4 to 6, and then next week we'll be back on next Wednesday. Back with me on the Poker Shop from 4 to 6. So we have Wednesday through Friday. We have our 3 shows. We are going to look at doing a 4th show. We don't know what it is yet. We've kind of had some behind-the-scenes stuff we've got to work out first to see the direction of how everything's going. But don't forget to follow us on our social medias. Don't forget to follow us on Discord. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, follow us on there. That way we can answer them for you. If you miss the shows, tell us about it. You can. That's pretty much it for me. What do you got?
That's all I got. Other than just I don't know,
I don't know. I
just
guess-
kind of
Well, hopefully.
yeah,
next
just
week-
kind of like don't run into this deck in standard. Kind of just have a good time. We love you all a lot. You all like Froggy and Soggy and Frosty really made our day today. That was awesome. All that love, all those bits and the subs and everything like that we got earlier. That really made our day. So we're really thankful for that.
And we want to. I talked about it yesterday how we want to be transparent, and we're not wanting to do this. We're not wanting to cancel the shows. We're not wanting to get rid of this because we enjoy doing this for you guys. We're kind of being made to, but I won't go into full details about that. We're just kind of being made to, but we're still going to try to provide within the time frame that we have, and on YouTube and everything. We're still going to try to provide content for you guys every week. We're going to be here every week for you guys because you have shown us that we can do this, that you love watching the streams, and we're going to be back here and we're going to be doing everything we can. So,
All right, well, that's all I got. Until next time, everyone. So, like tomorrow's 4 to 6, JT's gonna be in here playing some weird Yu-Gi-Oh deck. I'm sure. I'm not sure if he has a lot to talk about. I don't think anything's going around. I mean, we have some of the YCS results, but if you've been paying any attention to Yu-Gi-Oh, they've been really bad.
talk about
But
King's Court a little bit more.
yeah,
How
King's
that set-
Court's pretty cool.
That set is just going off.
Yeah, the set's really good. Lightning Storm, being able to be gotten for not $100 now.
Yeah.
For sub $50 for Lightning Storms, get them while you can, please. You do not want I get that they're like $40. That still may be a lot to shell out, but that's its second print, and it's probably not guaranteed another one for at least a year or two. We do know that it has dodged the Mega 10, so it won't be in the Mega 10. So if you think it's going to be there, it's not.
I'm interested to see. Have they announced what the Mega 10s are going to be this year?
It is everything from Ignition Assault to Phantom Rage.
Ooh.
So but that doesn't include side sets. So you only get Phantom Rage.
Oh, so no Toon Chaos.
You don't get Toon Chaos.
Oh, Toon Chaos is one of my favorite sets from last year.
You get Ignition Assault, Eternity Code. There was one more core set right before Phantom Rage.
Not Genesis. No,
no,
Phantom Rage
that-
was before.
Yeah, but Genesis Impact is a side set.
Oh, is it really? Oh,
Yep.
yeah. Totally forgot.
But yeah, no, that's really it. So Dogmatica stuff, but Forbidden Droplet has already been reported to be reprinted somewhere else, so it's not in the Mega 10. So if you are gonna get them, get your Lightning Storms now. They're sub $50. They're gonna hit the ultra rares are gonna be $70, $80 at some point. But yeah, that's all I've got. I've actually got to get home and let a crazy frogman into my house.
Uh-oh.
So
Hopefully he's wearing his helmet.
yeah, hopefully he's wearing his helmet. But that is going to do it for us. Everyone, I hope that you all have a good rest of your day, and we look forward to seeing you all next time. Remember, in a world full of temporaries, find your forever. So go out there and find it, whatever it may be. But that's all I've got, and I hope you all have a really good one.
Love you guys.